Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to MindSpanse. I'm Craig, and we're going to continue our discussion today on letting go of attachments. And today, because it happened to me yesterday, I'm going to talk about getting dragged into other people's dramas. And it happens to us all the time. But first, let's take our big stretch. Breathe in deep through your nose. Hold it for a second. Stretch to the sky. Let your smile grow. And exhale. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw, your face. And we're good to go. All right. So, in the last video, we were talking about just general expectations, interactions, not having expectations, and active listening and looking for triggers and trying not to react to those triggers. Another thing that often happens is somebody that you're engaged with, either at work or personally or whatever, they get stressed out about something, or they get really afraid of something, or whatever it is, but they're engaged in some drama, right? And they want company. They really do. And you do it too, probably. But they want company, and they don't do it on purpose, but they can't help it. And it's sort of like the distracting thought that drags you down the river. This is sort of like that, because everything is totally cool, and then all of a sudden you're reacting and you're engaged in this person's drama, and your blood pressure is going up, and you're sucked in, and you're dragged down that river in the rapids, and either you may not recognize it. Hopefully, if you've been practicing all this stuff we've been talking about, you will recognize it, because all of a sudden you'll feel your body change, and you'll feel you physically and mentally things just change, and you'll be like, whoa, how did I get here? And it's sort of like, it's really important to recognize that and get out of that as quickly as possible. That's number one. So you do not want to get sucked into people's dramas. There's nothing good that can come of it. And the key is to recognize it as quickly as possible and just exit and feel comfortable exiting, saying, thinking about yourself is not selfish. Thinking about yourself and protecting yourself from those kinds of interactions is really positive, and it's really going to make your life a lot better, actually. And it's sort of like, if you are into sports at all, a lot of times, like if in basketball, let's say, like if you're playing a slow game and the other team is better at playing a faster game, they're going to try to, each of the teams will try to change. I think we have some fighter jets coming by again. That's pretty cool. But each of the teams are going to try to change the pace of the game to screw up the other team. But they do it on purpose. Because it works. Because if you could drag someone away from their normal pace, it messes up their timing and the way they play their game, and gives you an opening to take advantage and win. And people do this, but they don't necessarily mean to do it. Some people do, but most people don't. And what they do is they get stressed out or create some false sense of, you've probably had a boss who creates false deadlines. And they do that for themselves, but they get everybody else to do it also, meaning they get everyone worked up into a frenzy fury, or you've had a client like this, and then everyone's running around like a lunatic, and then there's nothing, right? And so you've wasted time, energy, emotional stress, everything is just for what? For what? Why did you do that? Part of this is you have to have confidence in yourself. You have to believe, number one, any of this stuff we talk about is an excuse for like bringing your A game to everything that you do, right? So if you do stuff half-assed and then none of this stuff is going to help. You got to do your work, and you got to bring your A game, and you got to be present and intense in the things that you do, and want to be the best at everything that you do. And whether it's cleaning the tabletop, or playing a sport, or doing a spreadsheet, or whatever it is, or art, or cooking, or bring it. It doesn't mean it's always going to be perfect, but you're putting your energy and intention into doing it right. And so that is very important. But aside from that, so that's going to give you the confidence that, hey, I'm here, I know what I'm doing, and I have my own pace. And if someone tries to drag you out of that pace or to change your emotional state, one, you're not going to perform as well, for sure. Number two, you're going to get physically uncomfortable and stressed, and it's going to stress the relationship, and it's going to create negative outcomes and discord. And that's not what you want. So the practice is every time you feel like you're being moved away from, this is going to sound, your happy place. That just came out. But every time you're moved out of your comfort as it relates to how you operate, and you feel like you're getting dragged into somebody else's drama about their relationship or their work habits or what they're stressed out about, that has nothing to do with you. Why would you do that? And yet we do it all the time. And it happened to me yesterday, which is why I wanted to do this video. And it was just a random thing, and got a phone call, and it was just one of these frenzied things, and I got sucked into it, and luckily I caught it quickly and moved on and resolved it, and everything's cool. And but it just happens, and so really, really try all these exercises, watch all these videos, and you'll see how your body, your physical body, your emotional state, everything will change very, very quickly, and you can recognize that change, so then you can move yourself out of it. You can breathe, you can fall back into that energy that is going to get created. Once the chemicals get released from your brain to stress you out, they're there. So you got to learn to let them dissipate. Breathe. Let them first stop them. Breathing, let them dissipate, fall back into them. Don't try to fight them, and walk away from the situation. Just turn around, walk away, and continue on your effort. I'm not telling you to not do what you got to do, but do it on your own terms. All right? So have an awesome day. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel, like it, share it with your friends, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Stay safe, be patient with yourself and with everyone around you. Bye.